Show.
Hey yo, back again. Yeah, had a short road trip, but I'm back in black because I always wear black. Har 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 har. Chonko, you're such a card. I know. One-stop shopping for all your entertainment needs here at Chonko Comics and Nerd Culture. Trademark. Yeah. Some channel news. Gonna do the big giveaway that's going to happen Sunday evening. I'll send out like a thing on Instagram and everything, letting everybody know about the live stream. But it'll be Sunday evening. I'm gonna try to put it somewhere between different friends' streams so it doesn't interrupt people and everybody can kind of tune in. So you have until like Sunday to enter. So go to the video on how to win. You have to comment what's your favorite video that I've ever done that you've watched and why. Why did you like it? That's it. There's no hashtags. And you have to be subscribed too. You have to be subscribed. So, yeah. And it's basically, I'm just trying to weed out people who have like 4 or 5 accounts and they're trying to just win free comics. I don't like that. So just like real accounts and people who actually watch the videos, rather than someone who just kind of flies through and oh, this guy's giving away comics. I like free comics. Well, I mean, I don't mind that people like free comics, of course. I mean, who doesn't? but I just don't want the person to only like free comics and, boo Chonko. You can boo Chonko as long as you watch. I don't care. Hate watching is fine by me. Bring it on. Yeah, it's a big announcement. Again, reminder, everybody vote for the Comic Book Community Awards. Vote for your favorite channels there. Again, I'm a finalist in 3 categories, and there are a lot of friends. I'm gonna maybe one of these days this week I'll do like a I don't know. I'll promote it again, but if you can go back and look at the video where I showed how I voted, and if you want to take any cues from me, that's fine, or just go out on your own, whoever you like. That's who you should vote for. But yeah, the video today is it's a list video. And I was doing these a lot. I kind of fell off from doing them. But every Friday, Alan at Comic Collector Geek will release a video. It's the Friday Challenge. Show 10 covers that meet this theme. Sometimes I just don't have 10 covers. Like fire engines or something like that. I don't even know if he's done that. But where it's like, I know I don't have those. But sometimes it's like a relatively easy one. This one for me was pretty easy. Like I had a lot that could fit this category. And it's floating heads, top 10 covers with floating heads on the cover. And like he mentioned in his video, you could cheat on this because kind of in the trade box, there's lots of times many floating heads, especially in Marvel. I think I only did that once though. I only cheated on one. Because basically what I wanted to do is I wanted to show some comics that I don't show very often, and comics that I think are cool. And yeah, like some I'm pushing the boundary of what a floating head actually is, and it might be just kind of like a head. But you can clearly see where I've done that just to show something I think is cool. Some of these I've shown quite a few times, but I still kind of wanted to just show some comics I thought were cool. So hope you like these. So start off with a couple raw books. And here is my copy of X-Men 94, still raw, and Count Nefaria, floating head in the background of the X-Men. But the first time in the series continuity that the new X-Men team appears. And this one's in pretty good shape. There's one flaw to it. Right here, there's a crunch with this tiny little tear. That's really... And the corners are not the best. There's some wear. This is probably 6.5-ish, maybe. I mean, still nice. Nice copy. And then I wanted to show an homage. Mark Spears homage. This is Mark Spears #2. But he did an homage to EC, and he kind of did like the boxes, the floating heads over there, like the EC comics used to. And his version of like the werewolf and stuff, and it's distressed around the sides to make it look like Golden Age and kind of old. But I love this one. I love this Mark Spears cover, so wanted to show that. Then comes a comic that I think is drastically and dramatically oversold. Like, people have sold out on this comic because of a terrible movie. Like, there was a bad movie, and everybody's like, I don't want that anymore, which I do want that because it was a good title and classic Kirby. But this is my copy of Eternals #1 with the floating head right there. So, yeah, I think if you find Eternals and a good deal on some, there's a lot of keys, and I think people sold that way cheap. It's selling way cheaper than it should, I believe. There's a Tales from the Crypt that I don't show very often, but it's a really cool one. It is a Buried Alive cover. This is Tales from the Crypt #28, and obviously the floating heads over here of the Crypt Keeper, Old Witch, and the Vault Keeper, and then the dude walking away because he just buried this dude alive. So yeah, I don't show that cover very often, so I figured I'd show that one. Oh, by the way, I'm not only going to do 10. I think I've got like 13 here. So yeah, I just kind of went haywire on this one. I could have gone further. This is one I show quite often, but I love it, and it's the Otero Negro #41, and the floating heads and the smoke in the back. But yeah, it's a Brazilian comic with this artist from Mexico, Jaime Cortez, who I really like, and I really like these a lot. They're very hard to find, and some barely in existence. But yeah, I love this cover, and I wanted to show it again. Sue me, my channel, man. Start your own channel. You can show whatever you want. And this is Archie and Friends All Action #1, and it is an homage to Crime Suspense Stories #22, and it is Betty has murdered Veronica and cut her head off. So yeah, I just wanted to show that one because it's cool. But yeah, look, here, only 22 copies of this, which is kind of cool. So this is a 1 of 22. These are very rare. So cool comic that I don't show very often. Then this is one where it's like pushing what a floating head is, because it's kind of just in the Marvel box and the trade dress. But I haven't shown this in a really long time, and it's one that I've mentioned, but I don't think people have seen. But it's Shogun Warriors #1. But it's a verified signature from Jim Shooter. Rest in peace, Jim. And yeah, in the box they got the floating heads of the Shogun Warriors, but I know. I just wanted to show the Jim Shooter signature I had. Yeah, it says a few floating heads on it, but it's a comic I don't show that often. It's a comic I bought raw, and I pressed it and sent it in, and it didn't get the greatest grade, but it's a Showcase 55, the first Silver Age appearance of Solomon Grundy. And you can see their floating heads here, and a Green Lantern floating head over here. So, yeah, I think it's a really cool one that I don't show that often. Another one, this is one of those that I got like on Comic Link, where nobody bid on it, and I got it for like under $20 and stuff. But it's a key. It's this is Thanos #13. I think it's because it's a 9.6. That's why people didn't want it. But it probably could be cracked and pressed for a 9.8. But I don't think it's worth it. But yeah, it's this Thanos cover, and this is the first appearance of Cosmic Ghost Rider. So yeah, cool cover. And there are a lot of floating heads in the back. You can see like there's his floating head, and all the floating heads kind of in the gray. Like there's a bunch of characters. I don't know if you can see that very well. You can see those floating heads in the back and stuff. So yeah, I thought this was a good one to show. And a key issue. First Cosmic Ghost Rider. Another floating head cover. All the floating heads are in the trade dress, but I think it's still cool. But All-Star 58, first Power Girl. and you can see all the floating heads right on the top there. So, yeah, it's cool. And yeah, I just wanted to show another one that I don't show that often, but this is Black Cat, the Golden Age Black Cat, number 21, and over here, you got the floating heads, and yeah, this is before it became like a horror series. It was still kind of the super heroine Black Cat back here, so it's a cool one. It's cool. It's cool. You got to admit, it's cool. And then one of the classic floating head covers. One of the ones I think everybody kind of thinks of. But yeah, ASM 121, Death of Gwen Stacy, with all the floating heads, and Spidey doesn't know who's going to die, and poor Gwen. Yeah, so classic Spidey cover. And yeah, I got the cool custom label at the top. And then my last one is kind of the big one. The other one that I think everybody knew I was going to show when this topic came up, and it is Horrific 3. And I show this a lot, but it's a cool cover. I wanted to break it out again. So, yeah, floating heads. So yeah, if you want to participate in one of these top 10 challenges, or in this case, top 13, because Chonko can't count, you can just do. I'll copy what the hashtags are for Alan, and people watch these. People watch these because participating in the challenge, and kind of like different people who participate will usually watch these of each other's. Yeah, that's really all I have tonight right now. But yeah, tonight on Friday nights, a couple great streams. Alan's stream is tonight, Comic Collector Geek, and then Comic Collectors Club on Biggie's channel. I'll be on Biggie's for sure. I'm sometime on Alan's, but like I said, I'm on the bench, so it's like if somebody doesn't show up, then sometimes I'll be on there. But either way, it's cool. It's a great stream to watch. Yeah, that's all I have for now. I hope you're doing well. I hope the people in your life are doing well. I hope you have an amazing weekend. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, enter the giveaway, guys. Enter the giveaway. And that's all I have for now. Bye, bye, bye.